Hi, I'm Mason. 3 months ago, my wife Emma and I found out we were expecting our first baby, and honestly, it felt like everything was finally falling into place. We'd been married for 2 years, and this pregnancy was the missing piece we'd been waiting for. Mason, I can't believe we're actually doing this, Emma said one evening, her hand resting on her growing belly. A baby shower in 6 weeks. My mom's so excited she's already bought decorations. That's great, babe. What about your mother-in-law? Has Linda said anything? Emma's smile faltered. She said she'd help, but every time I try to nail down specifics, she changes the subject. Yesterday, I asked if she could handle the invitations, and she just said, "We'll see." That's weird. She seemed happy about the baby when we told her. I thought so too, but lately she's been making these comments. Like last week, she said, "You're awfully young to be parents. Are you sure you're ready?" I frowned. "You're 28, I'm 30, that's not young, right?" And then she goes, "Well, some people just aren't cut out for parenthood. What does that even mean?" Did you tell her that bothered you? I tried. She laughed and said I was being too sensitive, that it's just pregnancy hormones making me emotional. That's manipulative. She's dismissing your feelings. Exactly. And when I mentioned it to your dad, he just sighed and said, "That's Linda being Linda. Like her behavior is something we should just accept." That should have been my first real warning sign, but I brushed it off. Linda had always been a bit difficult, always needing to be the center of attention, but I figured she'd come around once the baby arrived. 2 weeks before the baby shower, Emma's best friend Rachel called me at work. "Mason, we have a problem," Rachel said, her voice tight with anger. "What's wrong?" "I just got off the phone with the venue. They said someone called yesterday and canceled the baby shower reservation, claimed to be Emma." "What?" "Emma's been looking forward to this for weeks. She wouldn't." "I know she wouldn't. That's why I'm calling you. The venue said the woman who called knew all the details, the date, the time, the deposit amount, everything." My stomach dropped. "Did they say anything else about the caller?" "Yeah, she had an older voice, kind of demanding. Kept insisting they refund the deposit immediately because Emma was, quote, too stressed for a party. Mason, I think it was Linda." "No, she wouldn't do that. Why would she?" "I don't know, but you need to call the venue. They said they can't reinstate the reservation. The room's already been rebooked for someone else's wedding reception." I called the venue manager immediately. "Yes, sir, I remember the call," she said. "The woman was very insistent. She said Emma was having complications with the pregnancy and couldn't handle the stress of hosting a party. That's a lie. My wife is perfectly healthy, and she didn't make that call." "I'm sorry, but she knew the security code we have on file. That's why we processed the cancellation." "Security code? What security code?" "The one provided when the reservation was made. It's a 4-digit number for verification purposes." I knew immediately how Linda got that code. Emma had left her planning folder at Linda's house during their last visit. "This is fraud. Someone impersonated my wife." "Sir, without proof, there's nothing we can do. The deposit has been refunded and the room is booked." When I told Emma, she broke down crying. "How could she do this?" Emma sobbed. "Mason, she's been acting strange for weeks, but I never thought, why would she ruin this?" "I don't know, but I'm going to find out." The next morning, I drove to Linda's house. She answered the door with a smile that made my skin crawl. "Mason, what a surprise. Come in, come in." "I'm not here for pleasantries, Linda. Did you cancel Emma's baby shower?" Her smile didn't waver. "Cancel it? Why would I do that?" "The venue said someone who knew all the details called and canceled the reservation. Someone with the security code that was in Emma's planning folder, the folder she left here 2 weeks ago. Are you accusing me of something?" "I'm asking you directly. Did you make that call?" Linda's expression shifted, the fake sweetness replaced with cold calculation. "Emma's not ready to be a mother. I did her a favor." "A favor? You deliberately sabotaged her baby shower." "She's too young, too immature. This pregnancy is a mistake, and someone needed to step in before she embarrasses herself with some tacky party." "Get out of my way. You're not Emma's mother. You don't get to make these decisions. I'm the grandmother. I have more say than you think." "No, you don't. Stay away from us." I left before I said something I'd regret. When I got home, Emma was on the phone with Rachel. "Everyone already got their invitations," Emma was saying. "How do I tell them it's canceled? This is so humiliating." I took the phone. "Rachel, change of plans. We're not canceling anything. We're just relocating." "What do you mean?" "How quickly can you help me organize a baby shower vacation? Somewhere warm, all-inclusive, just for our closest friends and family?" Mason, that's brilliant, Rachel said. Give me 2 days, I'll handle everything. Emma looked at me with red-rimmed eyes. We can't afford that. Yes, we can. I've been saving for emergencies and this qualifies. Linda wanted to ruin this for you? We're going to make it 10 times better. Over the next 48 hours, Rachel worked magic. She found an all-inclusive resort in Florida, arranged for 8 of our closest friends to join us, and even got Emma's parents on board. What about Linda? Emma's mom Patricia asked when I called her. Did you invite her? After what she did? Absolutely not. Mason, I know she canceled the venue, but maybe we should give her a chance to apologize. Family is important. Patricia, she told me to my face that Emma isn't ready to be a mother. She called the pregnancy a mistake. She doesn't deserve an invitation. There was a long pause. She said that? Word for word. Then she's not welcome. I'll make sure everyone knows why. Rachel called back that evening with more information. I talked to Linda's sister, Diane, Rachel said. She told me Linda's been making comments to the whole family about Emma, saying things like Emma trapped you with this pregnancy. That's insane, I said. We planned this baby together. Diane said Linda's always been jealous when other people get attention. Apparently, she pulled similar stunts at her own daughter's wedding years ago, created drama to stay in the spotlight. Does Emma know this? Not yet, but Diane wants to come to Florida. She said she's tired of watching Linda destroy relationships. The day before we left, Linda showed up at our house unannounced. Where's Emma? She demanded when I opened the door. Resting, what do you want? I heard through the grapevine you're planning some sort of trip. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail? You're not invited, Linda. Excuse me? You sabotaged Emma's baby shower. You told me she's not ready to be a mother. Why would we want you there? I'm the grandmother. You can't exclude me from my own grandchild's celebration. Emma appeared behind me. Yes, we can. You made it very clear what you think of me and this pregnancy. We're done pretending you're supportive. Emma, sweetheart, you're overreacting. I was just trying to help. Help? You humiliated me. You made me think I was losing my mind when things kept going wrong with the planning. And now I find out it was you all along? You're being dramatic. This is exactly what I meant about you not being mature enough for motherhood. Get off our property, I said. Now. You'll regret this, both of you. I'll make sure the whole family knows what kind of son you really are. Go ahead. Diane already told everyone the truth about what you did. Linda's face went pale. Diane, she had no right. She had every right. Now leave before I call the police. The trip to Florida was everything the original baby shower should have been. Emma glowed with happiness, surrounded by people who genuinely loved her. But on our last day there, Emma's phone wouldn't stop ringing. It's Linda, Emma said, staring at her phone. She's called 15 times. Don't answer. But then my phone rang. It was Patricia. Mason, Linda showed up at my house an hour ago. She's demanding to know where you took Emma. She's making a scene on my front lawn. Call the police if she won't leave. I did. She's claiming we kidnapped Emma because she's not answering her calls. The police are asking me for proof that Emma's okay. I put Patricia on speaker. Emma, tell your mom you're fine. Emma took the phone. Mom, I'm perfectly safe. We're at the resort, about to head to the airport. What's Linda saying? She told the police you're being manipulated, that Mason has isolated you from your family and is controlling you. She even claimed you're in danger because of pregnancy complications. That's insane. I'm healthy. My doctor cleared me for travel. This is harassment. I know, sweetie. The police made her leave, but she's threatening to file a missing persons report. When we landed back home, Linda was waiting in our driveway. Where have you been? She shrieked as we got out of the car. I've been worried sick. You have no right to be here, I said. I have every right. Emma, talk to me. Did he force you to go on this trip? Emma stepped forward. Nobody forced me to do anything. Unlike you, Mason actually cares about what I want. I care about you. I'm trying to protect you from making a terrible mistake. The only mistake I made was trusting you, Emma said. You've been sabotaging me from the beginning. The canceled venue, the lost baby gifts you said you'd bring over, the messages you sent to my friends telling them I was postponing the shower indefinitely. Rachel showed me the screenshots. Linda's face flushed. They deserve to know the truth. What truth? That you're a controlling, jealous person who can't stand not being the center of attention? How dare you speak to me like that? I'm your elder. You're a saboteur, and you're not welcome in our lives anymore. You ungrateful little... Linda lunged forward and grabbed Emma's arm, her nails digging in. After everything I've done for you, I pulled Emma back. Don't touch her, or what? You'll hit an old woman? Go ahead, I'll have you arrested. You just assaulted my pregnant wife in my driveway. Congratulations, Linda, you just committed a crime. Our neighbor, Mr. Peterson, called out from his yard. I saw the whole thing. She grabbed Emma. I'm recording this on my phone. Linda's eyes widened. That's not... I barely touched her. You left marks, Emma said, showing the red scratches on her arm. Mason, call the police. You wouldn't dare. Watch me. I dialed 911 while Linda screamed threats about lawsuits and family loyalty. You're both going to pay for this. I'll take you to court. I'll sue for grandparents' rights. Good luck with that after assaulting my wife, I said. The police arrived within 10 minutes. Officer Martinez listened to our statements, reviewed Mr. Peterson's account and video, and examined the scratches on Emma's arm. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to come with me, Officer Martinez said to Linda. This is ridiculous. It was barely a touch. You assaulted a pregnant woman. That's a serious charge. Emma, tell them it was an accident. Tell them I didn't mean it. Emma's voice was steady. You meant it. You've meant everything you've done to hurt me these past few months. I'm your mother-in-law. You can't do this to family. Family doesn't sabotage each other, I said. Family doesn't lie and manipulate. You did this to yourself. Linda was arrested for assault. Over the next week, we filed for a restraining order, providing evidence of her harassment, the venue cancellation fraud, and the physical assault. The judge granted it immediately. This pattern of behavior shows clear intent to harm and harass, the judge said. The respondent will have no contact with the petitioners for a minimum of 2 years. Linda tried to apologize through her lawyer. My client deeply regrets her actions, the lawyer said during the hearing. She's willing to attend counseling and make amends. Tell your client we're not interested in her apologies, I said. She had months to be supportive. She chose sabotage instead. Emma added, she didn't just hurt me. She tried to ruin one of the happiest times of my life. There's no coming back from that. The lawyer persisted. Perhaps supervised visitation once the child is born. My client is willing to... No, I interrupted. Your client committed fraud, harassment, and assault. She's shown zero genuine remorse. The only thing she regrets is facing consequences. 3 months later, Emma gave birth to our daughter, Sophia. The delivery room was filled with people who actually loved us. Emma's parents, Rachel, my parents, even Diane. No Linda, no drama, just pure joy. She's perfect, Emma whispered, holding Sophia for the first time. Just like her mom, I said. Patricia leaned over. Linda sent another message through her lawyer. She wants to meet the baby, says she's sorry and wants to be part of Sophia's life. What did you tell her? I asked. Nothing, it's your decision. Emma didn't hesitate. No, she made her choices. She doesn't get to undo them just because it's convenient now. Are you sure? Patricia asked gently. Completely sure, Emma said. Sophia deserves people in her life who celebrate her, not someone who tried to destroy her baby shower before she was even born. Linda had her chance. I squeezed Emma's hand. We're giving Sophia what Linda never gave us, a drama-free, loving environment. Speaking of which, Rachel said from the corner, I'm already planning Sophia's first birthday party, and this time I'm handling security. Everyone laughed. The room felt light, free from the weight Linda had tried to place on us. Diane spoke up. You both did the right thing. I watched Linda destroy relationships my whole life. Someone finally stood up to her, and honestly, she needed this wake-up call. Has she changed at all? Emma asked. Not really. She's telling everyone who'll listen that you're keeping her grandchild from her. But most of the family knows the truth now. They saw the police report. Good, I said. Let her tell her version. The facts speak for themselves. As I looked at my wife and daughter, I realized something important. The best revenge wasn't just the legal consequences Linda faced. It was this, building a beautiful life without her in it, proving that her negativity couldn't touch what we'd created together. What would you do if someone sabotaged your special moment? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.